I'm going to make a short video. I'll just start again in case it's not gone live quite so soon. I'm going to make a short video, make a homeopathic solution. I'm going to pan, I've been asked for this quite a lot, so I thought I'd better get on and do it. I'm just going to pan down to the kit. It's down here. So now you're going to see me working down here. I've got a 350ml jar. I get these in the UK from Holland and Barrett. It's a drink called Purdy's that my husband likes. But you can get any glass bottle will do. If it's not dark glass, you can put a sock over it or keep it in a dark place. Even just in the fridge is fine. But what we're going to do today is add alcohol to it. This is good brandy, and we use that as a preservative because this is a remedy that I'm going to make for my daughter Miyuki, my youngest, who is bitten a lot by mosquitoes. She may not be, since we've been using this remedy, so she may not need it in future, but this remedy is great for her bites. It's caladium 200C, so I've labelled for her bites. It's caladium 200C, so I've labelled the bottle, caladium 200C plus brandy, and the date, I think this is actually yesterday's date possibly. So I've also got my little pills, I'm just going to use one of those. This is a 300ml bottle, and I've filled it to just around about the neck, which is about 200ml. Again, this one I probably should have put a bit more water in, but that's just there for an example to show you that you can use a jar as long as you've sterilised both of them. Or either of them, and just fill the jar about 2/3 full, and you want this jar's around about 250-300ml jar, comparable size. Okay, so this is 35ml of alcohol. Brandy or vodka will do. Make sure it's at least 40% alcohol, and that will make your remedy last for a long time. It's safe for children because we're only going to be using half a teaspoon per dose at most. In fact, I say half a teaspoon. At home I just tip a little tiny bit into the cap and drop it into our mouths, so it's just a few drops, but people like to have a very set quantity, so I've said half a teaspoon because it's quite easy to use, but a few drops will do. Okay, yeah, the remedy is a stimulus. The quantity of it doesn't really matter. Before you take the remedy, you're going to do something called succussing, which is to bash this on a soft pillow, or I tend to shake it 3 times really hard before I use the remedy. Okay, so let's show how you make it up. Add water to 200ml point, roughly. Add a pill of your remedy, which I'm going to do here. Sometimes 2, just in case it's not been, one of the pills has not been potentized, so I tend to add 2. I'm pretty sure that's what it says in my instructions as well. That's the remedy added, and then I add the alcohol into the remedy. And that brings it up a little bit further. That's just an example. Let's get rid of the tray. Okay, so now you have, quite simply, your homeopathic solution. It's that easy. 200ml of water into a 300ml bottle. I think this is a 10-ounce bottle, so you would say 8 ounces of water in a 10-ounce bottle, something like that. Accuracy is not terribly important. And then you've got about 35ml. I used to put 20ml in, but some people found that their solutions went a bit stringy, or some little black bits came in the solution, and so from then on we've sort of upped it to 35ml, which is just a pub measure. If you don't have some vodka or brandy in your house, which I tend to have a bottle for medicinal purposes anyway, then you can ask for a measure at a pub and pop it into your bottle. Take it with you and pop it in. Okay, so when you're going to use the remedy, you can get a cushion. I've got one under my bottom right here. Here we are, nice purple one. Okay, so then you would 1, 2, 3 bashes, and I tend to just then take a little bit, put a few drops into the top like this, and then just sip a little bit straight under the tongue. Not going to do it because I don't need this remedy, but that's what you would be able to do. Otherwise you pop it onto a teaspoon. I wanted to taking it through a dilution glass as well, actually, so I'm going to use this as our dilution glass. Here I go. This is my as an example. There's about 200ml of water in there, so that would be like a dilution glass if you like. I haven't got a spoon handy. So I bash this remedy, and then I would take my half a teaspoon or a few drops of the remedy, put it into the water, give it a little stir, and then take a teaspoon from that water, and that would be your dose. If you were needing to not put alcohol in to your solution, if you were just making a homeopathic solution and there's some reason why you don't use alcohol, or like a sensitivity to alcohol or a religious reason not to use alcohol, then you can make up your solution without the alcohol and it will last 3 days in the fridge. You make a new one after that. If you're only going to use the remedy for 3 days as well, then I would not bother with the alcohol. It's expensive. Anyway, okay, hopefully that made sense, and luckily I didn't get any interruptions apart from my dog barking. So last time I tried to record this, I had lots of things happen. This is my 3rd attempt. So short video. Okay, cheers.